Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jolene Matheson. I am a psychic reader and energy healer, and I have been practicing for over 4 years now, on a full-time basis. This is my passion and my livelihood, and I love reading for people. If you're seeing this for the first time, please find your way to the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. I'm hoping to build it up so I can find cause to produce more videos. If more people are watching, I'm more than happy to do more videos for this channel. So do show your support and subscribe and like and share the video and let your friends know. Don't keep it all to yourself. So it's been a while since I've done a pick-up pile reading. I've been trying to work through how the best ways are to do a video and everything. This is all kind of new to me, all this technology, well, in terms of making videos and stuff. So I've been looking into new ways of making it better. So I hope you'll let me know in the comment section how you feel about it, those of you who have seen my videos before, and let me know how you're feeling about this new vibe and this new setup, if this is helpful for you. So we're doing a pick-up pile. So there's 3 piles. So this would be pile A. It has the red jasper on it, and then we have the rose quartz here for pile B, and we have the blue lace agate here for pile C. So now in each pile there is, I don't know how well you can see this, but there's an Angel Wisdom Tarot card for your basic tarot information, if there's anything that may be coming up for you, something to look forward to. Then there's the Quantum Oracle card, which is usually in terms of guidance for you. Sometimes it does pick up on specific events. Then there's also an Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle card for you, which could highlight any areas where you need to heal, whether it would be physical, emotional, or spiritual. Then there's the Life Purpose Oracle card that will come up, which could help lead you in a direction, the direction of your life purpose, which could be career related, it could be something a bit more personal for you. So that's something that could come up for you. And then lastly, there's a Talking to Heaven deck, so a message from a loved one in spirit for you. So take a moment to just focus on these cards or these piles and think for a moment. Close your eyes and meditate on which one you feel most drawn to. So let's go ahead and proceed with pile A, which is the red jasper. So your first card here is your page of fire. So this is enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient, and news of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar, do things that fuel your passions, finish what you start. So I feel that this is definitely for the group that chose pile A, you are definitely embarking on some kind of adventure. I feel that this is definitely related to career. For those of you who are still studying, it could be a direction that you're following in terms of studying that will ultimately help you reach your goal. But definitely this is advancement in your career, and don't stand in your own way. Just the message I'm hearing through strongly here is don't stand in your own way. Don't let little concerns like if it's in terms of studying, if you're having a challenge finding all the finances and getting the finances together, don't let that prevent you from seeking other options. You have a dream, you have a passion, you have this goal for a reason. So step into your power and make it happen for you. Next up, your oracle card here from the Quantum Oracle deck is the vast universe. So now, well, that says it all. The universe is at your disposal and they have your back. The universe has your back. You have support both in spirit and on earth who can help make your dreams possible. They can help make the way for you. Whether it's a studying opportunity or a career opportunity for you, you've got this and you have the resources available to you. So I want to say take advantage of those. Yes, take advantage of the resources that are available to you. Use them to the best of your ability. Don't abuse them, but if it's being offered to you and you can make something for yourself to do that, don't stand in your own way. Don't let little excuses stand and hold you back. You've got this. And then the next up, the card that has come up for healing is relationships. So there doesn't seem to be any physical issue that's highlighted here. I feel like there's a lot of hurt in the past that's preventing you from opening up and trusting other people. And this is in terms of romantic relationships, but also in terms of friendships. This also goes back to who you allow to, inside your circle, who you allow to trust, who you allow yourself to trust, who gains your trust. All this is preventing you. You need to let go of those issues from the past and those trust issues and help your heart heal so that you can open up to the right kind of love and affection and help and friendship that is meant for you. If you allow your past hurt to get in your way too much, it prevents you from having healthy relationships in the future. You cannot hold someone else accountable for the mistakes of someone else in your past. And also this includes holding on to people from your past who have since moved on, who have hurt you, and you're not letting go of them. If you need to cut cords, if you need to, whatever you need to do to heal from this situation or relationship, you need to get past that barrier that's not allowing you to trust and open yourself up to the friendships and the love relationship that is meant for you. So this also ties in your life purpose is also to do with family. So it's loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. I feel like this is central to opening up. It's not your only life purpose. It's not your only passion. You have a career goal and you have that to do as well. But you're meant to have a close-knit family unit, and that includes getting married and having children and grandchildren and all of that. And it needs to be a close and healthy setup. It needs to be just not this estranged setup. It's like it's like you're the glue that keeps everything together. And in order to be able to open yourself up to do that, and do that with a whole and a grateful and a loving heart and with the best of intentions, you need to heal your issues from the past. And then lastly, you have your message from your loved one in spirit. Now this card says, my mind is free. I feel that this is coming from somebody in your past. I feel a lady coming through quite strongly though, although for some of you it may be somebody different. But this person, I feel like when they lived their life, they kind of allowed a lot of stress and things to boggle in their brain. To like I'm just feeling like this heaviness and every little tension and stress has just been put upon them, and they allowed it to control them to the point that they felt like they were imprisoned in their own mind. That they focused only on like if something was in there, it was stuck in there. And they always saw the worst. They saw the worst case scenario of how things would turn out, instead of looking or seeing the positives and the potential of how beautiful some things could be. And I feel like you've possibly learned this habit. So this relationship situation for some of you may have been something that you've learned from a parent or from a grandparent in the past, because of how you were raised and what you were exposed to when you saw this. I mean, it could have even been a friend that lived that way, but it's something or someone that you regarded quite highly, and they imprinted on you, and their beliefs imprinted on you. They're wanting you to know that now that they've moved on, they are free of all of that, and it just simply isn't worth living your life that way. It's simply just that you're being a prisoner of your own mind, and you're not allowing yourself to live life fully, and you're not allowed to appreciate all the blessings that's spoken about in this card. You're not allowing yourself to receive all the blessings that are meant for you. You're restricting yourself in everything that you can accomplish in your life. So very much so, they're wanting you to let go and release all that energy and step into your power and be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. So that concludes Pile A's reading. And now we can move on to Pile B, which is the Rose Quartz. First up, we have the Queen of Earth. So now the Queen of Earth is generous and practical, gracious and materialistic. She has the ability to make anything more beautiful, and she has a love of family and home, and she's practical. She loves art and beauty. She could be creative, or she may just be one that appreciates it, but she's sensible and she has her head on her shoulders. She knows what it is that she wants, and she makes sure she gets it. She stands in her own power. She has boundaries. She respects herself. She loves herself. And I don't mean in a bad way. It's like a self-love that's just, she knows who she is and what she deserves and what she expects of herself. And this could be, if you do happen to be a man that's watching this, it could relate to you as well, or whichever orientation you or whichever gender you feel connected to. This is just aspiring to that side of yourself that is in control. You stepping into your power. And if you're not doing this at this point in time, it's telling you that you have the potential to do that. It's time to sit up and take notice. You have sensible ideas, you have good ideas, you have focus. Whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve that. Your guidance card, or your quantum oracle card, which is guidance, is a creative endeavor. So there's something coming up for you. It could be a hobby, or it could be even a potentially money earning factor for you, or opportunity. But it makes use of your creativity. So whether you like to paint, or whether you're into music, or any kind of a creative endeavor, maybe you're writing a book, or you write poetry, or anything along those lines, you are going to have this opportunity come up for you, and you need to embrace it. You need to don't allow your self-esteem to get in your way. Not that you need to very much, but or don't allow other people to tell you can't do it. Don't, just go for your dreams, go for your goals, take hold of this opportunity. And even like in the early days, you'll face some struggles as you proceed along this path, but you have every chance to succeed. Your healing card is sobriety. So now this speaks to having some kind of addiction, but this addiction could be unhealthy foods. It could be your love of fast foods. It could be alcohol. It could be some kind of drug. It could be an addiction to an unhealthy pattern. So you're being put on notice that in order for you to achieve all that is meant for you, you need to let go of this crutch. You need to move past this. These opportunities are all there for you. You know what you want. You know how you want to achieve it, and you're practical about it, but this is your weakness. Something is holding you back, and something is preventing you from achieving all that you can do. You need to get past this. You need to seek help if you need to. Chances are you do, because the fact that it says sobriety here to me tells me that it's pretty significant. So it's not just like a choice that I can say, okay, well, I'll just stop tomorrow. You're going to need support. You're going to need help. You're going to need to go through the right channels in order to do that. So make the decision today to do that, so you can achieve what's meant for you tomorrow. Then your life purpose oracle card is school. So the goal that you are wanting to achieve, or your life purpose, involves further study. So this may mean going to study a degree or diploma for you, or it may just be being self-taught in terms of a short course or just a class or something like that. But you need to take the time and the energy and invest in learning that knowledge in order for you to achieve your goal. And then lastly, you have your message from heaven. You have somebody in spirit. Again, I feel this is a lady who, her message here is, I have no more earthly worries. I feel like this person that passed was unwell when, or this person for you was unwell in the last stages of their life, possibly even the last 2 or 3 years. I feel like they deteriorated gradually, and a lot of it was there was a lot of financial stress and other types of stress. I don't feel like there was enough money to seek the medical attention that was required at the time, or enough resources, or it was left too late. But all this worry just impacted on her health, and she gradually just got worse and worse. And I feel like you've often sat and thought about how is she. I feel like for some of you, like, I feel like this could be a fairly recent passing as well. So you feel like, is she okay? Is she better now? Is she like, does she still have the earthly hang-ups and everything? And she wants you to know that she no longer has any of her earthly worries. She's happy and she's healthy, and she's there for you now to help you make the decisions that you are struggling to make right now. To give you the support on your path to sobriety, to give you everything that you need, or to help. All you need to do is just know that she is there, and listen and pay attention to the signs that you see. When you're sad, she'll be there to comfort you. Sometimes, I don't know, I'm hearing something like, if you need like a kick in the teeth, not physically, metaphorically, I feel like she'd be quite happy to put you in your place also if you're going off the rails. So there's no restriction and no earthly worries, and no worried about what you might think or what you might feel, or what anybody might think or feel anymore, which I feel was a hang-up for her during her lifetime. So just know that she's there and she's okay and she's well. That concludes the rose quartz reading. Now we move on to Pal C, which is the blue lace agate. First up, we have, this is the 6 of fire, and this card says victory. So wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, or scholarships. I feel like you are already, if this reading is for you and this is the pile you chose, I feel like you've already, you have applied for something. I feel like this is a position, or it could also be a scholarship, but I feel like the majority of people, or whoever's listening to this right now, it's for a position. It's for a position that, and I feel like part of you feels like you may not quite have all the requirements for the role. So you have your doubts about it. But the decisions you've made leading up to applying for this role, and the resume you've put together, the accomplishments and everything, have all set you up for this. So you can expect to be getting news for that very soon. I want to say within the next 3 to 6 months. Some of you, it's quite new, but it may take a little bit longer. But I mean, it's like there. It's like you're on the brink of receiving it. Now your oracle card, the quantum oracle card, is playing it safe. So I feel like, even though you I don't feel like this, it does apply to the career, and this is it. So you've applied for something and you can achieve it, but you're also not, you kind of limit yourself. You don't feel like you can accomplish things more, so you try to limit yourself in what you set out to do. This is in all walks of your life, actually, with your career and with your finances. I mean, if you want something, you won't go buy it because you'll rather hang on to the money because you might need it for something else. So you'll deprive yourself of anything that might give you some self-pampering or anything. When it comes to relationships, you like to go with a safe option and things that don't actually require too much effort, because you feel like if you put your all into something, then the fall is going to be that much harder. You're afraid to take risks. Then you got this healing, your Archangel Raphael healing oracle card. So it's telling you to use your natural healing abilities. You are a natural healer. You could choose to do this as a profession if you wanted, or you can choose to do it, use it to heal yourself and those close to you and whatever else. But like close to you, instead of doing it for your full-time business. But you need to be doing that, because in doing so, as you help others, you also help yourself. But you need to pave the way to do this. You have many past lives in which you were a traditional healer, midwife, or anything along doctor, or anything along those lines. And you need to be using that today. I mean, it might not be in terms of actually being like a spiritual healer, like I do, like Reiki or anything like that. You could be helping to heal others by giving them advice in some shape or form, anything that helps shape people, giving them some kind of guidance, or even like a nurse or teaching, or anything that helps anybody further themselves is a way of healing. And you need to tap into that side of you, and you need to practice. I'm really feeling like this part of you, letting this part of you die. You're letting it just like stagnate because you're afraid of taking a risk. You're afraid like what if you do that and it doesn't work? What if you can't help them? What if all these things? I'm sensing like a past hurt, whether it's in this lifetime or in a past lifetime, where you've used your healing abilities and something's gone wrong, and you took that as a personal affront to yourself. So you've allowed it to stop you from to prevent you from advancing with that. You need to get rid of that block. Then you got this card, which is your life purpose card, and the card that's come up is sensitivity. So it's telling you you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Now, sometimes with this deck, it can also bring up things in terms of health issues and things like that, but you need to be watching what you eat. But I also feel like this could be in terms of your environment. So when you're making choices about what you're going to do for a career, etc., you need to be conscious of these kinds of things. Like there could be certain chemicals that you work around that are affecting you. So you need to take steps to step away from that. I feel like it's more that, although some of you may want to watch your eating habits or anything. I mean, it could be medication or something that you're taking to. I'm also just hearing like a light sensitivity for some reason, which might need to be addressed. Maybe it's about shifting your hours or the times of work that you do for this message that I'm hearing. But there's a sensitivity to something that you need to address, and you need to pay attention to it. Journal, take notes of what it could be that's setting you off and leading you to feel a certain way. So definitely pay attention to that. Now your last card is your message from heaven, and this says, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. So now this brings me back to this thing about this healing path. You've lost somebody that you tried to help, and you feel like you failed them. You feel like you failed them, or you were somehow to blame, like you didn't do what you were supposed to do it, or you didn't do it right, or something. You need to move past this, because it was not your fault. It really wasn't. You had no way of controlling the situation. It was just their time. It was their time to go. You did all that you could. You did what you were supposed to do in that time. You couldn't have done anything differently that would have changed the outcome. It was just time. So you need to release that, to let go. Forgive yourself. They have forgiven you. There was never even a need to forgive you. They didn't hold you responsible, regardless of, even in their final moments, there may have been, for some of you, there may have been words spoken in anger or something towards the end of their life, but in that ultimate moment, there was no fear, there was no unforgiveness. There was no harsh or negative feelings towards you. So let it go. They didn't suffer throughout the death, possibly before while they were unwell, but during that moment it was like just relief, and it was just over. It was just it, and it was what was meant to happen. So I hope these readings resonated with you, or the one that you picked resonated with you. I hope you will share this with others. Please remember to subscribe to my page so you don't miss out on any future videos. Please share it with your friends. I would love to be making more videos on this channel for you. I will also, if you would like to have a private reading, I will put my details in the description. You can find it in the description box on how you can contact me for more personal readings, and also where you can find me, where you can interact with me more on Facebook and my other social media sites. Love and light.